I got here 3 faulty Nintendo DS Lite units. Unit I'm holding now is supposed to have problem only with flickering bottom screen. Oh, I can already see the flickering. Hopefully you can see it as well. It actually goes worse over time. The water damage indicator is totally washed out. My wild guess is that the potentiometer for screen calibration might be damaged. Anything else I can think of would rather cause screen not to power up than flicker. The screw is totally loose. Somebody disassembled this console before and damaged the plastic threading. Shoulder buttons were apparently ripped off in the past. I will reflow the left one and replace the right one as it is not working. And here is the culprit of screen issue. I think the trimpot was baked because of liquid and then somebody tried to calibrate it with a wrong screwdriver in quite violent fashion. In the end, 2 parts fell off, so I will try to solder new trimpot to the remaining one and connect the rest to the appropriate points on motherboard. The original trimmer is size of 2 mm and around 39 kiloohms. I have only 50k trimpots at my hand, so I will use one of them. It could be a little bit harder to set up a correct resistance with that 10 kiloohm overhead, but I will manage, hopefully. By the way, this kind of trimpots should not be rotated with cross-shaped like Phillips bead. The roundy part is less than millimeter shallow, so using flat screwdriver is the way to go. Initially I thought that trimpot could be held in place on one mounting point, but I ripped it pretty fast. So I added the third wire and attached the trimmer to the motherboard with solder mask. I used bigger screw for that stripped thread. Unfortunately, it has too big head for a rubber cover to fit there. Not sure about the aesthetics, but I don't like replacing the remaining 3 screws as they are good and most importantly original. Calibration process is tedious thing to do, especially with the bottom screen, as it is hard to see if image is turning for a better or worse. Yep, after a while I was finally able to get rid of that flickering. This unit is in the worst shape among all 3. Shell is broken and it is dirty as if somebody threw it into mud. Surprisingly, it has some life in it. Maybe it will even turn on? Nope, there is no reaction to power switch. Look how messed this thing is. I'm afraid it will become a parts donor. This one was exposed to moisture as the previous one. Chances it can be repaired are dropping down. Meh. Screw holes on the left side are clogged up with dirt. Motherboard so far looks okay. That's interesting. There is a loose component here. That's L2 inductor. How did it fall off? No clue. Anyway, I will put it back where it belongs. Yep, it's alive.
I see this as an absolute win.
Okay, I set too late system date and hit the time bomb on my R4 card. I could solve this in two ways. Either system date has to be skewed to the past, or kernel without time bomb has to be installed. I've installed ysmenu for this instance. And the last unit. I think the only work to do here is replacing displays and shell, as it is broken where GPA games go in. It is as dirty as previous one, but at least water damage indicator is intact. In meantime, I found out that charging sometimes works, sometimes not, and after some testing the console became unable to charge at all. Even without battery, orange LED should blink, which clearly doesn't happen on this board. On the other hand, donor board reacts to charger as it should. Okay, it seems fuse F2 is blown up. I will replace it and let's see if that will solve the problem. Will the diode blink? Yep, that was it. Ooh, what a gross audio port. I can already tell you that this replacement shell sucks. Plastic is way too soft and I have already managed to scratch the lens for top screen. I have also used original screws, because the screws that came with this shell were not exactly fitting. I will show you now how I diagnose the units and make sure everything is working. For that I use DiagnoSe tool. I will put link in the description. I've never seen cartridge with this program, so most likely it can only be used with help of R4 card. It has variety of functions that could test both consoles and special cartridges for GBA slot, like Rumble or Motion Pack. Okay, everything's fine. I checked the other two before and these are good as well. So, thank you for watching, see ya next time.